Welcome to Sloka, the future of education. In today's classrooms, one-size-fits-all teaching no longer works. Students have different learning speeds, emotional needs, and attention spans. And the pandemic only made things worse. Of public school students started this year behind in at least one subject. The impact has been particularly severe in math and reading, with achievement gaps wider than ever. What caused this setback? School closures, inequitable access to resources, and policy changes, especially in underrepresented communities. The need for personalized, emotionally aware learning solutions has never been more urgent. That's why we built Sloka. Our AI-powered education platform tackles the key barriers to effective learning through three transformative tools: adaptive learning, a social-emotional coach, and the imagination room. Let's take a closer look. First, uniform lessons. Traditional classrooms teach everyone the same content at the same pace. Fast learners get bored. Struggling students fall behind. Motivation drops. Sloka fixes this with adaptive learning. As students master multiplication, Sloka advances them to division. If they're stuck, it provides extra support. Everyone stays engaged, challenged, and supported every step of the way. Next, the emotional layer. Kids often can't articulate their emotions, but those emotions affect how they learn. A cheerful child becomes quiet. Another may act out or stop participating. Our social emotional AI coach checks in daily with simple questions like, "How are you feeling today?" It listens, understands emotional cues, and offers mood-boosting suggestions or alerts counselors when needed. This creates emotionally intelligent classrooms where early intervention is possible. And finally, creative engagement. Too often, learning becomes passive and dull, especially for young kids. Attention spans fade, emotional connections to learning weaken. That's why we created the AI Imagination Room. If energy is low, Sloka introduces story-based learning, like classroom plays where students role-play characters learning about resilience or optimism. They're not just learning, they're living the lesson. Now, let's talk business. We're entering a $142.4 billion edtech market, with an 11% compound annual growth rate expected through 2030. The global SaaS edtech sector is projected to hit $94.8 billion by the end of the decade. Our marketing is aggressive and smart. In year, we're investing million into BB outreach through partnerships, SEO, social media, and webinars. It's designed for scalable adoption and long-term engagement. We've also optimized our acquisition costs. Cost per student is dropping from 2. Meanwhile, subscription revenue is projected to rise 2 per student by. With a CAC to LTV ratio of 4:1, we're outperforming the industry benchmark of 3:1. Let's break down our financial projections. We're forecasting revenue growth from million in to over million in. By year 3, we expect to turn profitable, with a net profit margin that continues to climb. And we're growing fast, from pilot schools in year to schools by year. We'll reach break-even within years with only market penetration modeled conservatively. Meet our founding team. Shripad Reddy Bitla, CEO, brings years in education and VR-based startups. Kaiser Gori, CTO, is an aerospace engineer with expertise in ML and computer vision. Roshan Fernando, COO, specializes in ML systems and operations, with roots in hospitality. Sloka fills critical gaps in education. With adaptive learning, emotional intelligence, and creativity, we're making education more effective and joyful. We're not just teaching students, we're helping them thrive. Thank you.